Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Last game for the Timberwolves, they picked up the W against Portland. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going to turn out. They absolutely put the hammer down on them.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Ricky Rubio is out there with Bradley. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. Now here is Aldridge. Hits it from about 6 feet away. Greg, obviously we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over their rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you've now gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you could be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
And stolen by Richardson. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Love the fast hands of Richardson there. Always active on the defensive end, using his length and constantly prowling for steals.
McCollum against Rubio. From the arc. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more three-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Richardson against Aldridge. Richardson, no luck. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. They retain possession. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop.
Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed. That time accelerates in the open floor.
Anderson passes to Jokic. Back to Anderson. Rubio outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Baltimore leading by 3. And it's McCollum off the drive. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
To the paint. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
For Baltimore, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First free throw is good.
And Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game, has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here's Bradley. Anderson outside. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, this is why Aldridge is the focal point of the offense when he's on the floor, his ability to nail those shots.
Shoots from the baseline. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And it's sent back by Lopez.
Excellent off-ball awareness as Brook was able to get over there and swat it away.
Working his way for a high percentage look. That's just smart basketball.
And that's a painted possession right there, a masterpiece, especially when the defense is not a factor.
Rubio right side. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Baltimore, they've got Brook Lopez. Cullum is out there with Richardson. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Millsap in at small forward.
You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Now here's McCollum. Here's Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. From deep. McCollum no good. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Now Aldridge following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Good work from Millsap there, getting the defense up in the air and then gets the foul.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Minnesota with the ball, following the bucket by Baltimore. And that one's good. Jokic.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Outside Millsap. .144 left to play in the first half. Back to McCollum. And he gets the bucket. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Barons.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Bradley finds Aldridge. Millsap against Anderson. Millsap with the steal. Stolen by Anderson. Down low. Jokic inside. Gobert on him. Gobert with the block.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Here's Richardson. And slam dunk by Gobert.
He knows knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now, here's Rubio. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Way back in 2009, Ricky Rubio was drafted. There was so much talk about him being the Spanish version of Pistol Pete. He's had a remarkable career.
And there's the pass to Millsap. Rebound, Minnesota. 16 seconds left in the first half. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And it's Baltimore on the break. The 3 from McCollum. And no good that time. And that's it for the first half of action.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Great. Looking at the Barons, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Well, it's pretty clear that they want the offense.
Thanks for joining us.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game, great performance by LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Ricky Rubio. Kyle Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's Bradley, and it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And for a big man, Jokic is more than just a good free throw shooter. He is fantastic. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Now here's McCollum. He kicks it to Gobert. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense, Minnesota. It's a 3-point game. Gobert dishes to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For 3, Millsap. That fall. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Millsap's got 7.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Now here's Millsap. 7 points in the game. Passes to McCollum. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Bradley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Frankie, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Now here's McCollum. Following the miss by Avery Bradley. Richardson, good.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
McCollum against Rubio. It's good, and the Baltimore lead is cut back down to 4 points with the basket from Anderson.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now, here's Richardson. 8 points for him. So it's the Timberwolves now. And Anderson kicks to Rubio. Pass to Bradley. And here's Anderson. Releases. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, under control with the release there from Kyle Anderson. Gives his shot a good chance of going in.
Here's Richardson. Rebound, Minnesota. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Rubio. Bradley with the ball. He is guarded by McCollum. The pass to Jokic for the lead. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Your big man out on the perimeter can cause all kinds of problems for a defense, and Jokic has the range.
Now here's McCollum. Jacks up a 3. He can't get that one. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Timberwolves on top, up 1. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Baltimore with the ball. Brook Lopez is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's McCollum, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Richardson in at the 2-guard spot. That one goes. Count it.
You give CJ that kind of shot, and he's going to knock it down. He'll exploit the defense all night long.
Anderson outside. Rubio against McCollum. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And that one falls for Rubio. Both free throws good from Rubio. Now Richardson. Passes it to Gobert. Back to Richardson. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And now it's Bradley running. He can go all the way. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Multiple effort plays, a signature steal by Rubio, then guys out and running the floor because they know they're going to get it.
And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley. "60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. McCollum with the ball. And he swishes it right through. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a great read on the pick and roll by McCollum. The defender backing up leaves him no hope of affecting that shot.
Rubio the pass to Aldridge. Anderson kicks to Rubio. Over to the wing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Brook Lopez.
Well, that was a nifty move from Aldridge. Catches the defender out of position and uses his expertise to take advantage.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Yeah, not the guy that you want to put at the line in these moments. He's not missing these.
Richardson outside. Back to McCollum. Pass to Lopez. Clock at 6. Back to McCollum. Beyond the arc. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
I feel like the team right now is accepting the fact that C.J. McCollum is on fire, so they're looking for him on possessions in the half court.
And the Timberwolves call timing. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game. Nikola Jokic.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just torn them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Gobert can't hit. Minnesota in the lead, and they're on the break. Anderson dishes to Rubio. Pass to Jokic. Over Gobert, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Rubio. Rubio's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's McCollum. It's good. McCollum's got 11 in the second half.
Man, he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
Now, here's Jokic over Gobert, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Jokic has got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. Lopez, no luck.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And it's good for 2. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Well, Slow-Mo has some remarkable handles. A point forward that's got some nifty dribble moves.
And Baltimore calls time here. They're down by 6. There's 49 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Here's McCollum. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Rubio. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. Good on the 3-point shot. And it's a 9-point Minnesota lead.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's McCollum, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
A lot of questions in the early part of C.J. McCollum's career about could he become a valuable scorer in the league, and really what position would he play. But after being the 10th overall pick in 2013, he's answered those questions.
Here is Mason. And the pass to Jokic. It's rebounded by Ilyasova. And McCollum puts up a deep 3, nails the triple.
And McCollum's pace hasn't changed even under pressure.
Minnesota calls timeout. So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They